What is what is going on? Good to see you. Can I get a yo? Can I get a moo? Can I get a something?
I guess I am here cause ain't nobody near me on a pyramid and I'm adhering to the game theory. I maintain momentum and I made a name clearly, but I can't stop. I believe it's no rest for the weary from the cards I was dealt to awards on my shelf. I turned scars to a sense of regard for myself. Based on where I set the bar, I made it hard for myself. I lent a hand before my brothers called for my help. When I was still an aspiring gun right for the fire and trying to find a part-time job site that was hiring. Never.
God, what a fucking banger of a song. Is this Rakim? That's me, dude. Why would you give credit to Rakim? Yeah, he's a hip-hop legend, but so am I. That was my verse. I wrote it and performed it. Holy live, let's go. You watching MSI right this second? No, but I watched today. I watched Faker clean fucking house. 3-0 BLG's dumbass. I did watch that. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see if this works. Boom. It's live. It's direct. I still have this fucking Rudolph pimple. Hey, yo. Dude, can I tell you something? So, Ari is at Anime Expo today. Or what is it called? Anime Con? Anime Expo? AX? She's at AX today. So, this is the one time I get to have the temperature in the house exactly what I want it to be. And I realized that it's like a dog chasing a car. Now that I finally got it, it's too cold. I'm wearing a blanket right now like FDR. I have a blanket over my gym shorts because I'm freezing. But like I don't want to turn up the temperature because this is my moment. This is my chance. I'm cozied up. Your face is all red? I don't think it's that red. I just got home. Is this a fireside chat? Because I am doing a little FDR. Yeah, I am doing a little bit of an FDR. Okay, but high key, slightly too cold is perfect. I think you're right, but I'm a little past slightly. Actually, you tell me. It's like 68. Is 68 too cold? Be honest. Because for me, right now, 68 is too cold. It's like, I think it should be at least 69. Nice. I think maybe even 70, if I'm being honest. With what I'm wearing, gym shorts and a sleeves up sweater. What is that in Celsius? It's called, why don't you win World War II yourself? Okay? It's called quit asking the USA for help. Celsius ass. I'm patriotic today. It's July 5th. It's July 5th, bro. This makes me realize how isolated I'm here as a European. Bro, it feels like actually half my fucking chat is European. That's honest. Low key, there's more Europeans here than you'd think, dude. I have to fucking randomly shout American bullshit just to keep the American numbers up. Doran, my goat, free MSI for T1. You know what? I'm gonna have the craziest take. I want T1 to lose MSI so they win Worlds. I think if T1 wins MSI, they'll lose Worlds. I have this dark feeling that if they win MSI, they'll lose. They won't win both. I just have this. It's a better story. If they lose MSI, then everyone will count them out. They only do good in tournaments they're counted out in. If they win MSI, they'll be a favorite. And if they're a favorite, they'll lose. Do you understand? You have to understand the system. It only works when they're counted out. Stop manifesting T1 losing. Honestly, dude, win or lose, T1 fans, we don't gotta be greedy. We're coming off back-to-backs. Do you know what I'm saying? Who cares? This is the GOATs. It's the GOAT team. Unstoppable. BLG. Young underdogs just got fucking ass kicked. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. It's like every Law International ever, the favorite never wins. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't want to be the favorite. Being the favorite is a curse, a kiss of death. If the NBA Finals with the Lakers and League Worlds Finals with T1 at the same time, which would you watch? I don't know, Neely K. I don't know, because your opening message in this chat was, ping me when he plays Smallville because I don't want to listen to the yap. And then 5 minutes later, you're still here. And then you're still asking questions about T1 and fucking Lakers. So what's that about? Huh? What's what's that? You're long enough somebody to call you out, but you're going to stick around. You're still sticking around? So now you're sending passive-aggressive messages my way? Stop message watching. It's like pocket watching, but for chatters. You can't use my own words against me. I'm a chatter. I can say whatever I want. It's not, the streamer shouldn't actually read it. No, that's some bullshit right there. That's too radical. Yo, Atrioc, I bought Hitman World of Assassination because of watching your streams. Bam. Thank you, mobile viewer from 2023. I'm glad your message finally got through. What streams you talking about? I haven't played Hitman in a fucking minute. I guess I played. No, we played with the Spectacle and Linkus recently. Recently we did that. That was fun. Yeah, it's James Bond game. You're right. How much IOI give you for that? 50 racks. I gave him a discount. Yeah, they gave me a 50 bomb, 50 spot. Do you have any words of advice for your favorite F1 driver, Charles Leclerc, who's on suicide watch right now? Sorry, Leclerc. He's not on suicide watch. Did he do poorly? Here, in the words of the late great John Ferrari himself, if at first we don't win, throw more money at it. We're going to bounce back better, stronger, and richer. Most importantly, richer in the future F1 races. Check what he said after quali. Dude, I got to fucking check on Formula One driver quotes now. Leclerc. What did he say? He said, it's all good. He did some good. He launches explosive rant in untelevised X-rated team radio message. I am so fucking shit, the driver exclaimed. Fuck. So fucking shit I am. I am so fucking shit. That's all I am. Holy fucking relatable. That's why us Ferrari fans have stayed with him ride or die. Because he's open about mental health struggles. Okay? He's raw and real about the struggles that go into the game. Atrioc, when a villager dies by the boar, dude, you're spitting truth. In Age of Empires, you have to have your little weak-ass villager go and lure the tough-ass boar over to your town center. Sometimes the boar kills the villager and then you're way behind. Pros never let that happen, but if you're a sloppy fucking chump like me, it happens. It happened to me offline when I was playing Age of Empires, and I smashed my keyboard. I didn't break anything, but I just hit it really fucking hard. Hurt my hand. It was so annoying, dude, because you just instantly are so behind. You're just instantly so behind because you looked away for 1 second. Did you see they gave Doran a pet Krug in the post-match interview? I didn't watch the post-match. And I'll be honest with you, Doran, he's not in my heart yet. He's working his way there. He's playing really great. But I'm not that easy, okay? I'm not that fucking easy. I miss my boy Zeus. Doran, you got to win a championship or something for me. I'm playing hard to get. I'm a tsundere. Hey, Atrioc, I bought Get to Work yesterday. Hey, thanks for that. And I've been playing it nonstop, but it has this glitch where everything turns to a black tone, so I can't see ramps. Are the devs going to fix this? Thanks. As the sole developer and coder, programmer, project lead of Get to Work, no. No, I'm not going to. You got to submit a bug report somewhere. You're coming to the wrong guy. I'll be honest. You're coming to the wrong guy. How am I supposed to help you, dude? I don't fucking know. What, am I supposed to fucking open up Unity? Which I did do, by the way, for that game. I actually learned how to use Unity to make a level. They just didn't use much of my level, I'll be honest with you. Marketing his ass? Yeah. Is there a marketing bug I can fix for you? You bought the game. I did my job. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's read your message again. You said, yo, Atrioc, I bought Get to Work yesterday. Stop there. I did my job. Okay, done. Done and dusted. All right? Thank you. Shake hands. The rest of it sounds like an Isto problem. That sounds like someone else needs to deal with that. It sounds icky. Hey, Atrioc, I really want to see everyone fend for themselves and let it play out. You know, like when we would all have gunfights for bread in the early 2000s. Not 100% certain of your grasp of history. The early 2000s, so 20 years ago, we were fighting with guns for bread. And you'd say we're more civilized now. He means BC? He said guns. You see how either interpretation wouldn't work? Because not 100% certain, but it sounds like you've got a really interesting worldview and a plan for that, and I respect that. And honestly, we do need a change around here. Maybe gunfights for bread will make us value bread more, and guns more, and our friends more, instead of now where we take all these things for granted. Hey, Big A, long-time sub, first-time chatter. Let's just make sure that's a real thing. Nope, you have 999 messages, and you've subbed 5 months, and you're not subbed right now. So the rest of your message doesn't seem worth reading, right? Because you've started off such a bad foot with your lies. You've just left me mistrustful. Hey, Atrioc, I bonded with one of the cleaners at work over House MD because of this stream. Thanks for helping me chat to people. You're welcome. Just a $50 dono would go a long way to showing me your appreciation. No, that's funny. You just talked about House? Wait, tell me how it started. Because how does the early 2000s show House MD come up in casual conversation with a coworker? Do you know what I'm saying? How does that? Was he popping Vikes? And you said it's just like my favorite show? Pretty easily if you're a millennial, TBH. I'm a millennial. House of MD doesn't come up in my life at all. He was talking about rising housing costs, and the other guy was like, what, you mean for the DVDs? And then they both laughed and laughed and laughed. And then someone said, it's not lupus. And then they exchanged numbers and became best friends. Have you been missing all these streams because you've been addicted to the horse gotcha? I've been missing all these streams. I streamed on Thursday. It's Saturday. I just missed Friday, which was July 4th. It's a holiday. Holiday. I went to a July 4th event. I ate a glizzy. By the way, apparently glizzies are actually unhealthy. Who knew? Heard they're bad for you. Processed meat, apparently. You can't trust anything in this world. Doug streamed? Yeah, because Doug hates America. Shocker. Secret comes out. He is actually an agent of Xi Jinping. He's part of the fucking undercover operation. That's why he's on lemonade stand to spread CCP propaganda. Aiden didn't stream because he's a true American. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Now you're catching on. My wife keeps telling me that about the glizzies, but as long as I'm doing the grocery shopping, I'm buying them. All right, that's fine. Hell yeah, dude. Take charge of your household. I appreciate that. Let her know, all right? If you're going to be out here shopping, then you're getting the glizzies. Llama Lord, thank you for the 13 months. Stuffed Blue, they have the 26. Hazard MTG, they have the 24 months. Valron 910, they have the 39. Big Bouncy Boys, thank you for the 18. Cool Guy Jones, thank you for the 17. Cobra, thank you for the Prime. Abion, I just gave money to Twitch for the first time in history because I got to ask you a question, Big A. All right, Dove Rob, what's your question? God be with you. Wait, you haven't. You just. Okay. Well, what's your question? By the way, what you're saying is a lie. Because I can look at your history, right? You were subbed for 6 months before. Like, it's not the first time you ever gave money to Twitch. Like, but I'll just. You did gift a sub today. So. When you sub with Twitch Prime, do you think that you have not given money to Twitch in a way? Do you think that Twitch Prime is free? Oh, I guess it could be your parents. It could be your parents. It could be your parents. No, kid, my mommy pays for Prime. All right, that's touche. Could be your parents. That's truth. It is free. I use a stolen credit card. Another great way to do that. Under that logic, though, you wouldn't need to sign up for Amazon Prime, link your Twitch account. You could just use a stolen credit card to buy subs. Do you understand? Like you're cutting too many middlemen. Big A, I've never been on Twitch or a computer before. I'm part of an uncontacted Amazonian tribe. Glizzy, glizzy, glizzy. Wow, it's spread that far, huh? Even in the Amazon, they've heard tell. Hey, what was that guy? Fucking. Hey, thanks for the 31 months. Skyov. I'm assuming how you pronounce your name. I am doing well today. I hope you're doing well today. I'm actually doing quite well. I had a nice July 4th, and then today, just did some errands, I guess. Just ran some errands. Got a gift for Lud's B-Day party. It's a big sign that says "fuck you, you piece of shit," and then it has a Venmo thing where they can spend me money. He wants financial advice. You wanted stock tips? Mister, I've never given money to Twitch in my life, but I have to ask you a question. Want stock tips? Here's my first tip. Don't give money to Twitch to ask stock tip questions. That'll save you $5 easy. Now you're up 5. Where did the guy go? I can't even see his question. I can't even see his fucking question. Oh, here it was. Here is your question. Your question was, hey, Big A, I got $30,000 in cash that I plan to spend in America. Should I spend it quick before the BBB kicks in? Don't make rash decisions on your 30 grand based on that. No. All I would tell you, and this is not financial advice, this is my personal opinion, is that holding 30 grand in cash would be foolish, as it will lose its value. However, to what actually you should do with it is your call. You mean in real cash or in bank account cash? Same thing. Same thing. I just mean not in something that can appreciate in value. But actually, well, bank account would still be better because you get percent interest. If you're in a high yield savings, it'll be slightly better, but still worse. What about holding 30K in credit card debt? Is that better than cash? Great question. The answer is yes. The thing is, if you have 30K in credit card debt, that shows the world that you're someone who's willing to take risks. You know what I'm saying? Who's willing to bet on yourself, to say, fuck what I'm paying today, I'll deal with it tomorrow. And that's powerful. And the world and the universe responds to that. The more debt you take on today, the more the world will reward you in the future. People who are debt-free are karmically bankrupt. Okay? Because they haven't invested psychically in themselves. They haven't invested in the enjoyment now. Atrioc, actual question though, is having debt from when the dollar is stronger easier to pay off when the dollar is weaker, just since it's just USD? Yes. Yeah. If the USD gets weaker, your previous debt is easier to pay, but your income has to rise, right? If you're getting paid the same amount, then your income is devalued at the same rate as your debt, so it's no different. But if your income rises, then yeah, you could. Shave Atrioc is crazy. It was itchy. It gets to an itchy point, and I just fucking. But I think I like doing it like this, where I get it close, but I don't actually shave it all off because then it looks too baby face. I think it's fine when it's a little bit of a little shadow. Do you use a safety razor? Not anymore. I used to be a big razor guy. I thought having a cool, like actual safety razor was cool. And I'd have a badger hair brush. But now I'm lazy. I have electric. I used to be really into razors. I would get let the shower steam up. You get the badger hair brush. You whip it up into a foam. You get the thing on there. Then you go get a nice clean shave before I'd go to work or something. But it's a whole pain in the ass. It's like a whole thing. And instead now I can stand over my sink bleary-eyed and just done. You know, it just doesn't. Why the fuck would I put that much effort in? Technology has crushed it. That's so satisfying though. If it's part of your habits, I respect it. I think it's really cool. But I just don't want to do it anymore. You don't have a job? First of all, why did you censor job? Fuck you mean go to work? You're unemployed. First of all, what I was referencing was the past, right? I was talking about my job at NVIDIA where I used to shave every day. This first of all. Sorry, can I not say job around here because everyone's scared of it? I see. I see. You can't say. I see. Is it because your parents keep asking? Is it triggering? Is it triggering? Yeah, honestly, I mean, I've 100% been there, and I fucking hated it. I hated when my dad would ask me about finding a job. It's like, Dad, I'm playing fucking League of Legends. I'm gonna be a professional gamer. Like, what part of that do you not get? My dad used to tell me to get a job at Costco every day. He tried it nice. He tried it mean. He tried every different tactic in the book to get me to do a job at Costco. And what's funny is I probably wouldn't even got the job. Costco is great. Costco pays well, above market. They probably wouldn't even give me the job. How was he crying? I was laughing so hard I was tearing up. Did he try giving you a hot dog? That would have got me. That would have got me right in. You have to have the glizzies for it. So you're saying to keep disobeying your parents and you'll end up like you. For good or for bad. For better or for worse. Hey, last time, sorry for spam for some alternatives to holding my savings in cash, and I'm worried about stocks being overvalued too. If you truly don't know, you can always take a 6-month punt with treasuries. You just buy a 6-month T-bill. You'll earn, 4.5%, 5%? And then you think about it again in 6 months or a year. That's always the way to punt when you're uncertain. Or take a 1-day punt on the next NFL punt on DraftKings. Is the USA in 6 months more likely to put money on? I'm sorry. Are you insinuating that in 6 months the United States is going to collapse and no longer pay its debt when it has a money printer capable of paying the debt? Is that that's your base case? If you believe that, 30 days. I'm sorry, 30 days. In that case, I want to invest in cans of beans and a shotgun. That's what I would say. I would say cans of beans and a shotgun. Why T-bills, not treasury bonds? It's the same thing. It's just different names. It's like bills, bonds, and notes. It's just for how long they last. But it's just nicknames for the same thing. Just get a certificate of deposit with your bank credit. You can get like 4% with virtually no risk. Yeah, but that's just less than a treasury bill. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, unless you truly think you're going to need the money super liquid in the next 6 months. It doesn't, I mean, whatever. You do what you want. I'm not a financial advisor. Do what you want. But then you can say CD's nuts. That is true. I mean, that is an honest to God true statement. And you could say it to the guy you're buying it from. Are you splurging while RA's away and getting Uber Eats or Chili's? Neither. Neither Uber Eats nor Chili's. I have these little, it's like Factor meals, but a different company. And I just been housing them. I've been housing those meals and eating drinking Kirkland brand sparkling water. You know what I'm saying? Just the food pyramid. Just living the food pyramid. That's freedom. That's fucking freedom right there. I got back from the 4th of July thing like midnight last night. and I sat on the couch and I drank a Kirkland sparkling water and I watched 2/3 of Happy Gilmore. And then I went to bed. I'm living the fucking dream, okay? I'm living the dream. I just want to tell you that I got it all fucking... Base, that movie holds up. It was funny. It was funny. I had a good time.
Record.
What's this? No, it's just a short. Hey, Big A, I'm halfway through eating a full point of popcorn shrimp, and I feel awful like I'm going to puke. Can you give me financial advice about that situation? Yeah. It sounds like you are making poor decisions with your money. So what you're going to want to do is get 2/3 of a pint of popcorn shrimp and eat that every day to build up your tolerance so that next time you eat a pint, it's going to be easy to you. It's a slight increase. The problem is you've gone to 0 to 100 real quick. You need to be working. You need to build this up long term. Eventually, you'll be doing 2 pints, 3 pints. That's how you get there. It's called, you have to stack up days, as they say. Everything in life is just stacking up days. All right? No individual day matters as much as the progression consistently. Would that system also work with ketamine? Yes. Elon Musk is a great example. This is day 1 of asking you to play the new Hollow Knight game. I don't know if it's out yet, but eventually it'll work and I can claim responsibility for it. You do not get responsibility for me playing Silk Song when it comes out. That is not a you thing. You did not cause that. You did not factor into the decision. If anything, you have like 1/10,000,000th of an iota made it less likely that I'll play. Like, you can't stop me from playing, but you've made it slightly less enjoyable for me to play. This is streamer stealing more ideas without giving credit. What moist critical video suggestion did I steal? Any one day doesn't matter, but he stacks up the days that'll make a difference over time. Damn it, he got me with my own words. Yes, fucking true. If he stacks up the days, eventually I'll... Fuck. He got me with my own words. He's going to stack up the days. You do have to stack up the days. Just as God is my witness, stack them up. I've been stacking up so many days. Just has to catch you at the real bad AoE loss. No, I'm saving. I'm not playing AoE. Maybe I'll play. But I'm probably not going to play until Tuesday when I play with Hera. I think that'll be really fun. I don't want to grind too much. I want to play with Hera so I can get actual coaching. So you're going to go in history as fuck? I assume you mean rusty. I don't get rusty. Okay? Champ. I'm a god gamer. I'm analyzing, downloading Viking Warrior. Did you watch your GOAT play today? I fucking sure did. It must have been fun to watch, man. Cadrill's been on point, casting better than ever. It's so wild to me that Riot Games, their whole hundreds of people staff work to put on a show for Cadrill's stream for free. It's crazy, dude. It's like if all of Off-Brand had existed for free to make content for someone's stream, for Ludwig's stream. You know, it's weird. It's a crazy thing. That's Tarek. Yeah, same with Tarek, but I just see it more often with Cadrill because I don't watch Valorant. He must make so much money from ads. He makes money hand over fist every which way. He had 150,000 viewers. It's crazy. Does he have an official deal, or do they know that? No, they don't. He doesn't pay them anything. I'll tell you that. And they don't pay him either. So yeah, no deal. I mean, they have a. He's the only one allowed to do. One of the few only allowed to do it. But he just gets to co-streaming because they get more viewership. Which YouTube React channels are yours? There's a bunch. None. Fucking none. Lud was telling me about this. He said I got to crack down on it. I don't want to. Who am I to crack down on a simple man trying to make a little money on an Atrioc clip? You know what I'm saying? But A just wants to crack down too. Maybe we'll crack down. I don't know. I'm not doing it. What a pain in the ass. Long term, isn't that bad for your career? Don't you worry about my career, little bro. Don't you worry about my career, all right? It's fine. You think like some guy making a fucking Atrioc clip channel is gonna destroy my? What does that mean? If like they're, you know, if it's like a marketing Monday and someone yoinks that shit early, then yeah, I'll be pissed. But if someone is uploading like, I don't know, who's the guy that did Atrioc reacts to Silksong news for 4 years or whatever. That was kind of funny. Like, I'm gonna shut that guy down. Why? Accomplished Productions. Yeah, they're great. They're great. I keep getting recommended like the different React channels of yours. The industrial complex, dude. It's getting bigger. It's growing. It's exponential. The only thing I don't like is there's bots now. I did see this. We were actually looking at this. So there's bots that they just automatically upload any clip from the stream that gets more than like 2 views. So if one of you makes a clip right now of this, somebody clip this. Somebody clip this. All right, you clip that, and then it's 2 views, and then someone will it'll automatically put that on YouTube. Which is just like, that's just, I don't like anything that's scraping or automated, or, you know what I'm saying? That's because that means there's not a human behind it. That is just some robot they've set up for every fucking Twitch streamer's account probably to try and farm views. It's not like someone who actually likes my content and is finding. I think bots are lame. Can I be the official Atrioc Blue Sky account? Can't even spell the word account, bro. They're going to eat you alive on Blue Sky. They care about punctuation there. You got to... Don't burn yourself with that hot take, bro. Okay, here's a hot take. Not every take needs to be hot. There's a fucking hot take. Some takes should just be normal. Some takes should just apply to the world. Maybe that's too controversial. My takes are as Sigma as me. What's your coldest take? What's my coldest take? It's a good question. So my coldest take, it's like the thing I think that the most people will already agree with me on. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Boomers are bad. You know, like that one I feel like is such an easy. I think boomers are a big part of the problem. I don't know. What's my cold? Yeah, it's probably that. I don't know. That's a layup. I believe it. I think it's true, but it's a layup. Just because my audience doesn't have a lot of boomers in it. So it's not, I'm not getting a lot of pushback. That one old Atrioc viewer. As a boomer, I'm literally pissing my panties in rage. I'm sorry to hear that. It's a very graphic and kind of gross picture you've painted for me. Yeah, billionaires should pay more taxes is a cold take, I guess, around here. Actually, that can't be the coldest take because it seems to never get done. So, yeah, one of my hottest takes is that burgers taste better with a lettuce bun. And I stand by that. It's not a health thing. Burgers taste better with a lettuce bun. That's a take that I stand by. That's where all the knives are pointed at me, you know? Misinformation plus propaganda. You should not stand by. I do stand by it. Actually true. I tried it and I'm never going back. My fucking goat. TBNR Marcus. Yes. Okay, there's one. This is the scene in Jerry Maguire. One person going with me. Not paid. Not paid, chatter. Not paid actor. What is this fucking emote? What is this fucking emote? It says, you're a great streamer. First message, you're a great streamer, and it's paid actor. That's very funny. That's good. That's good. No, they're not paid actors, all right? We aren't the most populous group. It's warm enough now. I don't need this blanket. But we exist, and we deserve rights. Lettuce bun enjoyers deserve rights, just the same as the rest of you. Marshy is melting the 27 months. Did you see that Chili's named a burger after you, and it's called the Old Timer with Cheese? Is this the kind of humor we're doing around here? You know, we've never done this type of stuff before. We don't do old jokes. We don't do ball jokes. We don't do glizzy jokes around here. So, like, I don't know what kind of chat you think you're in, but this is not, that shit doesn't fly, okay? This is a serious place of high-level wit, a real crackling discourse. It feels like Socrates verbally sparring with Aristotle. I gotta blow my nose. I did mute. Are you still in your Roman Empire phase, or have you moved on to the Crusades? I never found the Crusades all that interesting. I don't know what I'm reading about now. I'm reading King Dollar right now, so I'm reading all about financial history. Yeah, King Dollar, and I am looking for a fiction book. I want like an interesting, cool, fun, maybe fantasy history book. No, sorry, fiction book. Or I want like a murder mystery fiction book. I love a good murder mystery. A book where there's like 7 characters and one of them's the murderer and you have to guess who it is and you find out at the end is like my shit. I love a good old-fashioned murder mystery. It's fire. An Agatha Christie type beat. A whodunit. No, but I've already read Agatha Christie. I need something like Joe Biden's biography. How many murders are in Joe Biden's biography? Does he even have one? I can't imagine Joe Biden actually wrote a book. Joe Biden book. Joe Biden author. List of books by author Joe Biden. I don't think he wrote these, bro. He actually, this is all like lists of his speeches. But I don't think he actually has a book. Oh, Promises to Keep. Promises to Keep on Life and Politics by Joe Biden. Okay, it opens up with a chapter about people making fun of him for his stutter. And then it transitions to something about the Iraq War. Not kidding. I'm actually just skimming right now, and this is not a joke. It opens with a chapter on a stutter, and then it goes right into the Iraq War, which is kind of a smooth transition. Read the How to Train Your Dragon 12-book series. Zoomers, I can't, no matter how much I try, I can't join your world. I don't care about How to Train Your Dragon or Lego Star Wars or it's not for me. But we'd welcome you in. Have you read Project Hail Mary? It's super peak. Is that guy? I don't know. I don't know if it's for me. How do I describe this? I'm not a hater. I just think that guy is like engineer slop. You know, if you are an engineer or wannabe or a student, it's like, it's a piggy trough for you, dude. Did you like The Martian? I only saw the movie. That's fine. It's good. Economic books are just slop for marketers. Most marketers don't read economics, to be quite honest. Most marketing books are true slop. Don't get me wrong. Marketing books are like, dude, I got plenty of them. They're like, it'll be a book called Passion or something. No, it'll be called like Synergize Your Brand. And then chapter 1 will be like, the real thing a brand has to do is be authentic. Customers can smell when you're not being authentic. It'll be like 72-point font. And then that's the first chapter. And then chapter 2 will be like, you know, I don't know. It's just, that's a 0 to 1 slot. No, 0 to 1's pretty good. Dude, it's so funny though. Wait, where was I just reading this? Oh man. Where was I just reading this? Apparently 0 to 1 is it's It's become very popular among like Gen Z tech startup people. You know, all these young hustler Gen Z AI startup people. It's very popular in that group. And there was an interview with one of them where they were asking him his favorite books. He's like, my favorite book is 0 to 1. I've only read 5 pages, but but it's made a huge difference on me. But he wasn't saying it like a joke. Oh, here it is. I found it. I actually found it. I actually fucking found it. Where's the... Here it is. Okay. This is a Business Insider article on... Here, look. Before flying from his home in Pittsburgh to Stanford's annual gathering of incoming freshmen in late April, Sebastian Tan downloaded what might be the top book on Silicon Valley's required reading list, 0 to 1, Peter Thiel's treatise on building the future. It's probably the best book I've read, and I've only read a few pages. That's crazy. You just started. What does that mean? It can't be the best book you've read. Best by default, I guess. Anyway, it's about how these kids are all skipping college, which might not be too crazy. The only thing I really remember that, I'll be dead honest with you, I did read 0 to 1 at the same time in my life. I read it when I was a recent graduate moving out to Silicon Valley to start my job at Twitch. And I read 0 to 1 because it was popping back then too. And the only thing that stuck with me was like the blue ocean, red ocean stuff. I don't remember anything else that really stuck with me long term out of that fucking book. If you reread it, you would hate it. Maybe. I mean, this is now 11 years ago I read it. What was Blue Ocean, Red Ocean? Super simply, it's like in all fields, you are trying to find your own individual niche where you're competing alone. A red ocean is one where there's a lot of blood in the water and everyone's trying to do the same thing. And basically, it's very, 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 very difficult for your... It's the case of startups, but it applies to like you as an individual standing out. And it was like any startup that's trying to do something that's already done is probably already going to fail. You pretty much have to be unique enough that no one's comparing you to anything else. So you want to be in the blue ocean? Yeah, that's the general idea. It's not fucking rocket science, but it did stick with me. Yeah, an example would be like for me, right? When I started doing marketing content on Twitch, that would be a blue ocean because nobody else was doing that. So I didn't have to be even particularly great at it. Like the early marketing Mondays, that were pretty bad, but they were so different that they got some viewership. They got some traction. You understand? I think that's what a blue ocean would be. A red ocean would be like, okay, I want to start streaming on Twitch. I should probably do Among Us and Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? Like very simply, that would be it. That would be like me trying to do in 2020 the most competitive, the most. If I did those now, that's a blue ocean because nobody's doing Among Us. I should go back to Among Us. Did Faker crush BLG? He did. I mean, the team didn't work, but Faker was great. AOE is your blue ocean? I don't know that AOE will ever be a blue ocean. But what I do know is that AOE is fun because that community is so welcoming because they're so ignored by anyone outside of their niche that, like, I played AOE, 3 streams ever, and I have all the top players, like, reaching out to me. I'm not even that big of a streamer, bro. Like, I'm not even, Hera gets 2K. What do I get, 3K? It's not like it's like, holy shit. But they're all reaching out because they're like, hey, someone else is interested in our game. Let's make it. This is a cool company. A cool, not company. Company of people. Community, yeah. They see your gameplay and know you're the next up. You're fucking right, dude. You're fucking right. I swear to God, not enough people are giving credit to the idea that maybe I'm just the greatest Age of Empires player. At this, I've already only got 100 games. I'm already cruising through the ladder. Like, I feel like people should realize that do you realize that I have a 54% win rate? I have, like, casino odds. I'm the house. If you were to bet against me consistently, you'd lose all your money. 54%. I have the house edge. Did you see our GOAT Badlands Chugs grab the win in the... Wait, Badlands Chugs did a lemonade contest? Badlands Chugs lemonade? Holy! Go! First of all, I didn't know Badlands Chugs was a professional. I thought he just did it for cameo. He's out here competing? This is 24 though, but holy!
In a zone here, I don't know it's like a wave machine.
Bro, they're not even close. Bro, they're not even close.
Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, Badlands Booker, a new world record.
That's what a man sounds like.
21 seconds, a new world record. 1 gallon of Nathan's famous lemonade.
That's crazy. A gallon in 21 seconds? That's crazy. What an athlete, dude. What a fucking athlete. Can I have him as a guest on Lemonade Stand? Dude, we should do that. We should just randomly close an episode with Badlands Chugs walking in and chugging a gallon of lemonade. It's actually a funny idea. Like, why not? Where does he live? Where does Badlands Chugs live? Oh, he lives in Long Island. Okay, that's tougher to get him out here, but we could do it. Badlands, yeah, we set it up like a competition and it's Badlands Chugs versus Aiden. That'd be great. That'd be fucking great. A 100 meters and glizzy eating. Who wins, Usain Bolt or Joey Chestnut? Like one glizzy? It's actually a really good question. That's actually a really good question. One hot dog, 100-meter dash. Who would win? No, it is a good question. Who would win, Usain Bolt or Joey Chestnut? how much faster, because Joey Chestnut eats the hot dog so much faster that he gets a huge head start. 100 meters is not that long. Joey clears? I don't know who clears. That's actually so interesting. Okay, how long does it take Joey Chestnut to eat one hot dog? How long does it take Joey Chestnut to eat one hot dog? Oh my God, you stole this question from Reddit. Bro, I Googled this. I thought you came up with a good question, bro. This is fucking stolen. This is like the #1 thing on Reddit. This is our who would win from 1 day ago as 1,500 upvotes. Motherfucker. I thought you came up with something. That is a good question, though. I just don't think, like... I just don't think... Can I just watch Joey Chestnut eat? He reclaimed his throne.
It's go time. It's go time. It's go, no go, lock and load, love him and leave him, smoke him if you got him, see you want to see on the other side, time. Are you with me, Brooklyn?
I'm a manager.
Until 2020.
No.
Aside from his dream to perform in Chippendales Live, shirtless in celebration for the great insult of death. But there are those who stand immortal.
What are we talking
not
about?
Through the grace of heaven, but through their own triumphs. I speak of this man.
Dude, what the fuck was that intro speech? The grace of death? What did he say? One more time. Where I got it.
We are humbled by age in preparation for the great insult of death.
Bro, he's just eating glizzies. He's just eating glizzies, bro.
But there are those who stand immortal, not through the grace of heaven, but through their own triumphs. I speak of this man.
He didn't even say his name. That's crazy.
Formed from the shards of shattered angels, wielding the white sword of righteousness, standing as quiet as truth. Ladies and gentlemen.
What? He's wielding the sword of righteousness, standing as quiet as truth? He eats hot dogs fast.
And while we must all face the dark mountain of night, forsaken and forlorn, alone in the ruins of our own minds, he will never fail or falter. For he defies the ministers of our faith and the limitations of our birth. And he will not stop until he stands side by side with the gods, his glory is strung like beads of light to adorn the arc of history itself.
Dude, that would be an ostentatious intro for a medieval king. It would feel a little too much for like Louis the fucking 16th, dude. That's crazy. They did it for Joey Chestnut.
Look back, and if the return of Joey Chestnut doesn't fire you up, I don't know what possibly could.
I guess that's true.
Ladies and gentlemen, now is the time we come together as one. It is the 4th of July. Americans all over our nation.
This is crazy.
Barrett Featherstone and Steve Simmons in Arkansas. Brian Bolger in South Carolina, and Frank Anacaro right here in New York. And all of you, we are one. We are America.
I look in the mirror and Joey Chestnut is the man I want to become. Someone said, is that Mom Donnie? That's also just racist, bro. You guys are all on one. You guys are all just on one.
Count it down with me from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
That's disgusting. That's actually disgusting. That's actually disgusting. But like what? That's 2 hot dogs already, right? Let me see this again.
3, 2, 1, go!
1 hot dog. Ugh. Oh, it's so gross.
And they're off, Rich.
Yeah, you know, before we get going here, Jeremy, I just want to say I recently read Pete Hamill's book, Downtown. He discussed.
This is actually too gross for me to watch. It's actually gross, dude. It's actually gross. I can't watch it. I can't watch it. He's just shoveling into his gullet, dude. He soaks the buns. All right, so that was like a few seconds, right? What, 10 seconds? He ate a hot dog, maybe 2? So you got to imagine Usain Bolt is going to take a normal human amount of time, which I'd say is minimum 20, 25. I'd say that's minimum. So what is Joey Chestnut getting as an advantage? How fast is Usain Bolt's 100-meter? He's not going to go world record after wolfing a glizzy, but let's say around 12 seconds. I think Joey Chestnut. I don't know who wins. I don't know who wins, dude. Because how fast is Joey? I feel like Joey Chestnut wins. Usain wins. He can eat a glizzy in 2 bites. No, you have to eat it. You have to consume it. Like, no food left. Not like in your mouth. I think Joey Chestnut eats the glizzy so fast. Does Joey get to train? No, it's like today. It's like if they competed today. He's a runner. He can eat it. Are you? Do you think my argument is that Usain Bolt cannot consume a single hot dog? Do you think I'm saying he's incapable of eating a single hot dog? Yes, I know he can. But he's going to eat it slower than Joey, who is able to consistently wolf down hot dogs like instantly. Okay? So I'm thinking that Joey Chestnut might get a 10-second plus advantage on the 100-meter. Now, Usain Bolt is a lot faster, but the 100-meter is very short. May get 5 dogs into it. Now, if it's more than 1 dog, I think it's Joey Chestnut without a doubt. But 1 dog is so fast that Usain Bolt might still win. One dog, 200-meter. 200-meter, Usain Bolt wins. The only way this is interesting is 1 dog, 100-meter. Because that's right on the fucking line. Let's ask fucking ChatGPT. They're not actually. ChatGPT doesn't know fucking shit. It's not going to know anything. Grok might know. Grok might know. Wait, do you think that Reddit thread that you yoinked this question from has the answer? Usain Bolt, Joey Chestnut. Top of the thread. Okay. Okay. What the thread is saying is this. Usain Bolt's world record sprint speed is approximately twice as fast as the average person, while Chestnut eats 4 times faster than the average person. He's got a comparative edge on his part of the race. It all depends on how fast Joey is and how fast Usain can throat a glizzy. I think if Chestnut could gobble a glizz and run the 100 meter in 15 seconds, it's probably a win. There's absolutely no way Usain Bolt is eating a hot dog in under 20 seconds. Honestly, there's no way he finishes the hot dog before Joey finishes the race. Try eating a hot dog. It takes a while to swallow everything. That's what I think. I think if I'm imagining myself eating a hot dog, which I don't do very often, but if I'm imagining that, you just have to, it takes 20 seconds. It takes a while. You have to chew it and swallow. Chew, swallow, chew, swallow, chew, swallow. They already agreed Joey wins. I think Joey wins. But that's just funny because, like, I think your mind's instinct is to be like Usain Bolt, obviously. It's not like a hot dog slows him down, but it does. It actually does. Oh, what about this? What you guys ever about this? What if no hot dog at all, Joey Chestnut just outruns Usain Bolt? What if all the glizzies he's gobbled has given him superpowers? He's actually fucking fast. What if Joey Chestnut could have been the 100-meter dash world record holder, but decided to do something more cool? What if one hot dog but no water? How does the water work? Do they soak the bun so it... What's the point of the water? I never understood that. Easier to swallow? God, it's so gross. So gross, dude. It's foul. You ever downed a Popeye's biscuit with no bev? Don't talk to me like you're a grizzled veteran, dude. You ever downed a Popeye's biscuit with no bev, sonny? Not so fucking easy. You don't get intros like Joey does without soaking some buns? I understand that Joey Chestnut is very good at what he does. And I got no problem with them soaking the buns if they have to. I'm just saying it's gross. It's gross to just mash that much food into your mouth. Like Badlands Chugs, to me, is an elegant. He's an elegant warrior of a more civilized age. I think gulping down a bunch of lemonade is classy. I think that's a classy, elegant thing to do. There's barely a drop. When I see them mashing hot dog buns into their mouth, all sopping wet, it feels like it's like it's messy. Do you know what I'm saying? It's barbaric. It is. It's barbaric. Do you think I could show up to the hot dog eating contest and ask for lettuce wraps on my hot dogs? What happened to Kobayashi, the real glitzy goat? I don't know what happened to him. I thought Joey Chestnut was always truly the goat, but he stepped away because of sponsor deals. You have done so much for glizzies, they owe you big. For my work on Glizzy Outreach, they're gonna give me a rule change. Ayn Rand should have made a book called Atlas Chugged. Fucking facts, dude. Yes. It's Badlands Chugs holding up the earth and pouring the ocean into his mouth. Drinking the whole... That's actually such a fire piece of merch. That is actually a fire piece of merch. I actually want someone to make that shirt, and I'll wear it. Atlas Chugged. Does this already exist? There's a Pacific Northwest metal band called Atlas Chugged. But outside of that, never been said before. Atlas Chugged Bandcamp.com. Here's their song, Weight of the World. Oh, there's no lyrics, huh? Wait, this song's called Atlas Chugged. Okay. Why do I feel like I've known this song my whole life? Bow, 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 bow. Okay. Yeah, I can't. That's not for me. That's not for me. But that's Atlas Chugged if you guys want to check them out from Seattle, Washington. Atlas Chugged. It's powerful stuff. Atrioc is cultureless. Many have said that. Many have said that. You may be right. I did want to talk about someone else's cultureless, and his name is Elon Musk, because he is talking about his brand new political party, the American Party. It was sort of a joke. Let's see. Let's see if we can get the original. Okay, so yeah, let's pull this up. Okay, so back around the early days, I don't know if you guys remember, the news cycle moves pretty fast now, but less than, like 2 weeks ago, Elon Musk called Trump a pedophile. And they got into a big beef over the big, beautiful bill, which does cut electric vehicle subsidies and green energy subsidies in general in America, which is obviously pissing off Elon Musk, who benefits from these subsidies. Though I also agree it's stupid to cut them in general. Anyway, he said, it's obvious with the insane spending of this bill, which increases the debt ceiling by a record $5 trillion, that we live in a one-party country, the Porky Pig Party. Time for a new political party that actually cares about the people. It got 234,000 likes. How could you call yourself the Freedom Caucus if you vote for a debt slavery bill with the biggest debt ceiling increase in history? Then tags people who did vote for it. And then he followed it up by saying, if this insane spending bill passes, the America Party will be formed the next day. Our country needs an alternative to the Democrat-Republican uniparty so the people actually have a voice. Okay. Don't know if the best vehicle for our voice is Elon Musk. And then he had a poll and said it's time to create a new political party that in America that actually represents the 80% in the middle. And he got 80% of the vote. How appropriate. 283,000 likes. Okay? Chills, dude. It's all adding up. So, the cinema has aligned. And this is today. I mean, this just happened, June 5th. So now he's really leaning into it. Now it's looking like it's becoming real, especially because now that Trump has openly said he's going to have Doge investigate Elon's subsidies. I mean, Elon's a man without a home, and he needs political power quickly because the whole thing's unraveling for him. So he's starting a America Party. Now, we don't know the platform yet, other than the fact that he said America. But this guy, Tyler Palmer, who is he? A tech investor, the first employee at Patreon. Well, this guy might give us a clue because he responded to Elon Musk's tweet and said, is this the America Party platform? Reduce debt, responsible spending only. Modernize military with AI robotics. Okay. I got to be honest with you. I'm already a little nervous because in your top two things, number 2 is modernize military with AI robotics. I'm not saying you couldn't give a modernization sweep to our military. I just wouldn't put that in our top 2. Okay. That wouldn't be in my top 20. Like that, you could do it. It's fine. But I think when Americans are looking around at their country and they're thinking, God, what is good, what is bad? They're not saying, oh, our fucking military is not modernized enough. We don't have enough AI in our military. It's making me furious. America used to be great, but now we don't have an AI modernized military. Like this is not what the 80% of people are screaming out for. Pro-tech, accelerate to win in AI. Less regulation across the board, but especially in energy. Free speech, pro-natalist. This, if you don't know, means policies that make you more likely to have babies. You know who's just, well, that's a separate topic, but I think a country, China maybe, just rolled out cash for babies, straight up. Most people said ew. That's funny. It's not, pro-natalist is not necessarily ew. That's not that crazy. I mean, if it's Elon Musk saying it and he's got like 14 kids and pro-natalist could be like free daycare, or it could be like paid time off for men and women when they're having a kid. Like that's a pro-natalist policy. It's not a crazy thing to say. Ew, sex. Oh, I get it. Ew. Having babies? Ew. Gross. Centrist policies everywhere else. So, okay. And then Elon Musk. So this is not, I think, a very compelling platform. I think this is, I wouldn't say this addresses, outside of this one, which I would agree with. And I obviously agree with free speech, but I haven't found Elon Musk to be a particularly great arbiter of free speech. But so this is the America Party platform. Elon Musk responded with an enthusiastic yeah. So I guess they're going to try and kick this off. It feels like a splintering of the tech right from the MAGA right that's been obviously brewing for a while. But it looks like he's serious. I guess what's interesting now is he's not joking. He really seems to be starting a political party. Now, the consequences of this seem obvious, which is that he'll split votes from the Republicans. Like, it feels like the biggest win for Democrats I can imagine. Like, I don't see it going too drastically different. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe the American Party will have. Here's what I'll say. Like many things that Trump or Elon do, there is a kernel of truth that they're exploiting, that people are feeling. I think most Americans do feel that the gridlocked two-party system is not representing them. Most people feel pretty hamstrung. I think for the past 2, 3, 4 elections, most people have felt like they have two bad choices, or they felt like they didn't have anyone who was good. They just were voting between less bad. There's something there. I mean, it's just so funny to think that, like, what everyone's clamoring for is a third party with Elon Musk. It's like, I don't think that's, do you know what I'm saying? It's like, God, I don't like Harris. I don't like Trump. If only there was a Elon Musk party where I could vote for him. I think that's really funny to imagine. But he is serious. He's creating the America Party, unless it's like extremely difficult for him to get it through. And he kind of needs to do this. I'm not overstating how it seems like the bridge is now well and truly burnt. I thought he had a chance to crawl back to Trump when he deleted his tweets and apologized, but then he went right after him again. And then now it's kind of like, it's a tough sell. So if he'd have done this 3 years ago, he'd have sort of cooked. You're probably right. 3 years ago, his brand in a better shape. He could have done this around. Yeah, he could have done this around any of the last 3 elections, to be honest. Americans were historically divided and unhappy with Trump, Hillary, Biden, Trump, Harris, Trump. He probably could have, but I think now he's going to find it to be a tougher sell. And because he's polarized his brand to be very Republican, I think it's going to be tough for him to pull away people from both sides. Now, he may be counting on the fact that the Republican Party is headed for electoral disaster, largely on account of the big, beautiful bill. I think the numbers on this have only just begun to come in, but it's deeply unpopular with a huge part of the coalition that made Trump win his election. You know, there's a number of groups that drifted more Republican for this last election that are all unanimously opposed to the big, beautiful bill and what it does. And, you know, even Trump knows this. I don't know why he doesn't seem to get it for this bill. Maybe he doesn't seem to understand what's in the bill. But Trump himself has said that cutting Medicaid is political suicide. And this bill does cut Medicaid. So, yeah, I just think they're going to have a tougher time holding on to it. Does it make those voting for it richer? If you have money, it does make you richer. The bill is quite good if you make good for you tax wise. It's not a good bill in any measure. If you have a high income, I actually have a good graph for you. Let's see. I saved it somewhere in my notes. Where did I put it? Where did I put it in my notes? Damn, dude. Why don't I ever put a name on these things? It was like the quintiles. Big, beautiful bill impact by quintile. I don't fuck. Someone's got to find it. Damn, I need to put labels. I need to put labels on these things, dude. I just have them in my brain. I could literally draw off memory, but no one likes it when I do that because it doesn't seem like a real graph. So now I have to find it. Do I mean quantile? No, I mean fucking quintile, dude. It's a fifth. Whatever. Quandale. Something like this. This is not it, but this is not the graph, but this sort of says what I'm looking for. So if you are in this quintile of income, $0 to $17,000, then the impact is you're going to have $940 less. If you're in the second quintile, which is under 51K, $580 less. If you're above 50K, that's when you start to see impacts. Again, none of this is funded. So this is all on debt, but this is what you'll be saving. So the real juice comes to those at over $4 million. That's when you're making that juice, that good. The poor get poor. The thing about the debt you're ignoring is the explosive growth. That's true. That's what they keep saying. They keep saying there'll be explosive growth that'll make up for all the debt. The Medicare cuts are not till 2028. Doesn't affect him. Is that true? I thought it was 26. Are you sure? Let me check. Where does the Medicare cut start? Medicaid. That's pretty devious to start them later. So that you can count it as savings in the bill, but then put the political fallout on someone else. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. But I thought it started in 26. Where can I get a fucking... Where does this start? Okay. They start... Wait, it doesn't fucking tell me. Tell me when it starts. Is this the graph? Let me see. Dude, you linked me. That link is unclickable. That link is fucking unclickable. You gotta copy paste the whole thing? I can't trust that. Okay, well, here's a good graph. Let's see. So, okay, here's the Medicaid stuff. Work requirements make it more difficult to stay fund Medicaid. Where does this start? Well, I mean, whatever. This is... Okay, it looks like it's starting right now, right? Immediately. Think of the agency. Change in household income from the Republican budget bill? This isn't the graph, but that's very funny. That's very funny. Starts 2026? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, it starts 2026, but full effect by 2028. Okay. Anyway, we're off topic. The point is, it's not very popular, and so Elon Musk might see an opportunity as this stuff rolls out to take a different tact and maybe pull away Republican voters. But I don't think the splitting down the middle is going to help either side. Maybe it's his way to just, okay, maybe I can see his plan here is if he gets enough voters, it's almost like what RFK did, right? Where if you get enough people, then your endorsement becomes important. You're not big enough to win anything, but you're big enough to have clout so that Trump has to like deal with you again. He can make Trump back off. Yeah, he can make Trump back off on things. That's probably what he's trying to do then. He also, I mean, the second thing you could do, realistically, if you had as much money as he has to throw at this, and you have a party called the America Party, all you have to do is win one Senate seat. If you win one Senate seat, then you're the tie-breaking vote on a lot of things. You suddenly have like a lot more power. You become like a kingmaker. Pay everyone in Alaska $1 million to vote for you. I mean, he paid everyone. He was paying money that one election, the Supreme Court one, and he lost that. Is he tweeting anything else about this? Let's see. By a factor of 2 to 1, you want a new political party and you shall have it. When it comes to bankrupting our country with waste and graft, we live in a one-party system, not a democracy. Today, the America Party is formed to give you back your freedom. The way we're going to crack the uniparty system is by using a variant of how Epaminondas shattered the myth of Spartan invincibility at Leuctra. Extremely concentrated force at a precise location on the battlefield. What a fucking nerd. Damn, ketamine seems fun. Yeah, you could have just said we need one seat. That's funny. And then all the Elon Glazers. Elon starting a third party is closely akin to Tesla and SpaceX. Low probability of success, but if successful, it'll completely change the game. Anyway, listen, Grok weighed in. Thank God. I was worried. I didn't know what to think. Now we know what Grok said, which Elon Musk retweeted, his own bot. Listen, kid, this America party ain't no polished dream. It's a raw gut punch to the bloated uniparty beast. Musk says grab a fistful of Senate seats and House districts, razor thin like a hangover edge. Hold the swing vote. Okay, I just said that. Force laws to bow to the real folks, not the suits. It's interesting to say that, you know, you'd grab a small minority of seats and then force the laws to bow to the real folks. But that's like saying most people voted for other things, but because you have the swing, you can force the laws to bow to your minority opinion. Real folks like Elon Musk. There's nobody realer than my ketamine addicted 100 billionaire, 400 billionaire. Can Canada come to the America party? You got to ask Elon. Anyway, it looks like this is happening. I'm interested. Actually, wait, specifically, look at this. He says this. One way to execute on this would be to laser focus on 2 or 3 Senate seats and 8 to 10 House districts. Yeah, we'll see. It looks like, I assume he's doing this to throw around enough weight to get invited back into the Republican Party, because it should be a disaster for them. Hey, Peter, thank you for the Prime. Nightfly, thank you for the Prime. Field Virtue, thank you for the Prime. We're talking about Elon's new party? We are talking about Elon's new party. We got to start our own political party, chat. If Elon's doing it, we got to make a counter one. He's the American Party. We're going to make the new American Party. It's called NAP. We're making the NAP Party. NAP. The NAP. Eat that, Elon. Can the NAP party members be called Napsters? Yes, you can. What does EP stand for? Yeah, our key policy should be EP. What is that? EP. What would that stand for? Economy? Efficient economy? Policies, yes. Efficient economic policies, comma, yes. Holy shit. Yes. We're all EP on this blessed day. The NAP party is sleeping on our enemies. This is great. And then our second thing is AI military, obviously. Obviously, I can't leave that out. That's just really important. That's what the people want. We need to have robotic AI-controlled drones. So that's 2. So we have efficient economic policies and AI military. So far, we're very similar to the American Party, but I think we have our subtle differences. Robot dogs policing the street. Listen, I'm already sold on this. A glizzy in every pot. Interesting. I think broadly what you're saying is an end to hunger. You know? Is that you know, like you're not literally talking about giving every person a hot dog in a pot. Number 3. Oh, I got to get the Zoomer vote. No sex. Especially like in movies. You know, any movie that has like a sex scene in it, we're going to cut that out. Because Zoomers find it gross. Okay. All right. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Repeal the 5th. What's the 5th again? Is that you have to house soldiers? Is that the 5th? That's the 3rd? What's the 5th? That's the right to a jury and the right against self-incrimination. You want to repeal that one? You should be allowed to incriminate yourself and you don't get a jury? The right to due process, we're going to get rid of that? Okay, interesting. The 8th Amendment prohibits excessive bail, excessive fines, or cruel and unusual punishments. You want to get rid of that? Okay. These are interesting. Okay, here's what we'll do. Every day, a random amendment is turned off. But it's just by, like, it turns back on the next day, but a different one's turned off. Okay? So, like, some days you might not have free speech. It's like a loop. You wake up and you see which amendment you don't have. It's chaos amendment. Yeah, I'll do chaos amendments. Chaos amendments. You'll have to house soldiers? Not every day. Just one day. Just one random day you might have to house soldiers. Can this be the campaign poster? Yeah, I think this will get people on board. Listen, I already think we have more political will behind this than Elon Musk. I think the New American Party is promising people what they actually want, which is a bold voice for the future. Actual change. Okay? The American Party is so yesterday. Rezone Clancyville. What about midday naps? Yeah, the nap party is very pro midday naps. Siestas. We're going to steal that. We're going to yoink and twist siestas. You can just take a nap. It's like not considered weird to just like after lunch, like at 2, 3 p.m., get a quick nap. Take a 30-minuter. Hit the rest of your day strong. Gamble with the national budget till you pay down the debt. That's interesting. What would I actually want? I think Elon Musk's new American Party policies look pretty lame. what would I actually want? I think number one, if there was a new party, a third party, I think number one is like the key priority, number one focus over anything else is money out of politics. Because all other problems are kind of downstream from this. I think the number one thing that a third party would have to do is the party itself would have to 100% commit to only taking money from small donors. But then their goal legislatively should be to repeal Citizens United and enforce strict campaign finance laws. I think that would be the most good you could do with a third party. I think that would be the most good because I think that would allow other parties, even if your party's not in power, to actually be able to better represent their voters' interests. There's a lot of ways you could do this, not just repeal Citizens United, but like, rules around campaign finance, rules around political action committees. I mean, you guys know that right now there's a law. I'm going to get it wrong. I think it's called the Tillman Law. It's from 1907. And it basically says the following. I'm not going to write the whole thing now. It says corporations cannot donate money to politicians. They wrote it in 1907 and it's still law. So how do corporations do it? Well, they found this incredible workaround. If you're the corp and you can't give it to a politician, then you just give it to a political action committee. And then that gives it to the politician. This is actually how they've gotten around this law. So what I would like to do is like enforce this law and get rid of this. And then I think there should be like spending limits for campaigns. Some countries have this. Spending limits, and it can even be government provided. I don't know how they do it based on how many votes you need to get before they provide it, but some places they have a limited time you're allowed to campaign and a limited time you're allowed to spend. And it makes it so much less likely that the spending is what determines the outcome. I'd even be down to pay politicians more, like senators or House representatives. I would be down to, but you just have to get all the other ways they can make money out of it. Like they can't trade stocks, they can't like their salaries could be a lot higher. If they were paid the way like a senior person at a tech company was paid, or something like that, that wouldn't bother me. It's an important job. But it has to be contingent upon completely public finances. They'll never vote for that. They write their own paychecks. All right, man. I appreciate your contribution to our conversation. We're talking about what a hypothetical third party would do. If you'd like, I could put a little button on here that says anytime we talk about anything good, you can go, they'll never go for that. And I can just press it. And that way we can save you the time of having to type it. Because it's not very productive or helpful. Almost all of them are previously rich. Yeah, again, a lot of our representatives now are old and rich. Some of them get rich during their time there, which is a problem in itself. But a lot of them were already rich going in because you need money to be able to take time off of work to run a campaign. You often need rich connections to get the money to do it. And so, yeah, what is the average net worth of someone in Congress? I think it's absurd. Average net worth of someone in Congress. I think over half of them are millionaires, something like that. Average is $7 million. No, that's in 2011. It's way higher now. $8 million? That's 2012. Anyway, it's too high. It's too high when that doesn't represent the average American. So yeah, I would give them higher base pay and then try to get people who aren't already rich. Yeah, I think this would be the biggest priority, honestly, low key, of a third party, more than anything else. Because the system can't work if we don't fix this. I would say that's number one. I don't even know what else would even come close to the impact of this, if you could actually get that passed. That isn't going to grab anyone's attention. Okay, number two is the fucking Rock comes to your home and LARPs Black Adam with you. Okay, that's number two. All right, you get to LARP Black Adam with the Rock after we fix campaign finance. Congress buying stocks is part of this. When I say money out of politics, I don't mean except for Congress buying stocks. I don't mean like get money out of our fucking politics, unless they're going to gamble on things they control with their vote. Leave Pelosi alone. Money out of politics except Pelosi. She's grandmothered in. Okay? When you've been insider trading this good for this long, you get to skip the law. That's goat behavior, and obviously you get you get to kick the ladder down and keep on going. She trades for her country. We're going to harness it, actually. We're going to harness it. What we're going to do is we're going to create a state-sponsored wealth fund managed by Nancy Pelosi, who can insider trade to her heart's content, and she gets 2 and 20 management fees. So she just gets a percentage, and but she's earning money for the whole country with her fucking brilliant insider trading profits. Insider trading incentivizes politicians to pay attention to the bills. Thoughts? Damn. Wait a minute. He's fucking right. He's fucking right. What could make them more likely to read the bill than the chance of finding something they can insider trade on? That's fucking true. What we should do is when they pass out the bill to every member of Congress, on random pages, they write free Amazon gift card codes for like $500. So as you're reading through it, if you read it, you might find one. But only if you read through it. You see somebody, you see fucking Pelosi just flipping through it with her fucking laptop open, finds the code, next page, just, just fucking grinding through it. Pair of fucking Louboutins. I kind of want to like think about this on my own time. What would be like the 3 things I most want out of a party? If they were, because you got to prioritize. If you try to do everything, you do nothing. This would be, I think, my number 1 easy. If this is the only thing you focused on, I think it would still be fucking awesome. Because it's like a chance to just to fix the root. Balanced budget. Yeah, I mean, that's probably my number 2. It's tough sell in the public. I don't think they care. It'd be tough to put it as a party's goal. Gerrymandering? Yeah, I'd say that's a close second. Yeah, I think like the most important things would be to fix the problems of the system. I think gerrymandering would be a big one. Age cap at 55. I don't know about that, but I do think it could. I think an age limit would not be crazy. I wouldn't put it at 55, but if it was like 75, term limits and age limits would not be bad at all. 75 is not crazy. I think the fact that we have 80-year-old people in Congress is obscene. What is the retirement age? $67 up to 70? Yeah, make it that. Make the retirement age that we have for Social Security the same age for elected representatives. Make it 67. There we go. Perfect. Won't they just raise the retirement age? Do you realize this is the age for payouts on Social Security, right? So, no, they won't. They'll get instantly voted out. They want you to pay in your whole life and die before you can use it? No, dude, they just want to win. That's the problem. They just want to win the election. They actually give Social Security whatever the fuck they want. There's not a scheme to not get them to pay. They just do whatever they want because they vote the most. Trump should walk a tan suit. What if we have mandatory tan suit day? That could be number 2. Mandatory tan suit day. Bring Obama back for a runway show. That's un-American. Tan suit Tuesdays. Tan suit Tuesdays? That could be big, dude. That could be big. It could shake things up around here. Do you think Social Security will be around one time Gen Z retires? Well, look, here's the T. Oh my God, I found the graph instantly I was looking for before. Damn, I was going to show you a different graph, and I found the graph I was looking for instantly when I was pulling up. This is the graph I was looking at before. Wait, pull it up. Pull it up. Huz. There it is. This is the graph of how it will impact your income. So if you're in the bottom quintile, your income goes down largely because of changes to Medicaid and changes to SNAP. But if you're in the top income, your income goes up largely because of changes to taxes. That's largely how it goes. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to show you this graph. Maybe I don't have the graph, but whatever. I'll just tell you right now. So imagine, actually, what was the social? I want to get the stat right. I think it was something like 50. Oh, there it is. Okay, I got you. I found it. Okay, good. So look. Does this show up again? Dude, shit doesn't work. There it is. All right. In 1940, how many people do you think were... What was the ratio of workers paying into Social Security to people taking out, or people taking it out? What do you think the ratio was? Four, 5, 2 to 1, 5 to 1, 3 to 1, 8 to 1? Wow. The correct answer is 40 to 1. There were 40 workers paying in to every old person taking out. This is when Social Security was enacted. Nowadays, it is down to, I think, 2.8. We'll just say 3. 3 to 1. And getting worse. So we're having fewer and fewer regular age workers paying in to support Social Security to old people. It works really easily here. It doesn't really work here. And then when it gets down to like 2 to 1, then it's like, it doesn't work at all. So something's got to be done about either the population pyramid or the payout, because it just doesn't math. It doesn't make sense. It's not funded for Zoomers right now. Zoomers will not have anything. There's not enough Gen Alpha and Beta kids to get a pay in to make you have a retirement. New family should have 37 kids. Now we're talking. 37 kid requirement? Let's just get rid of Social Security for 50 years and bring it back later. That feels like someone who's like around 20 might say. It's like someone who doesn't want to pay into it their whole life, but would like, like it to be paid for them. It's very interesting. I'm not so sure about that as a long-term strat. That's like what the boomers would do. But yeah, that's where we're at. So it's just I don't know, worth talking about. But I think outside of Tan Suit Tuesdays, which might be a joke, I would stand by this as the number one. And then, I would make number two just some kind of rule, like the Buffett rule. Something that makes it so Congress has to actually make hard choices with the budget. And there's trade-offs. You can't just be like, well, we can't figure out whether to do this or this, so we'll just borrow money and do both. The next person will deal with the problem. Which is the incentive right now. We have to find some solution that's not that. But that's like my deep number two. I mean, that alone, but number one and two alone would fix so much. The incentives would be so much more aligned with good governance. So much more aligned. Even people that disagree with me on a lot of things would at least be aligned to their constituents instead of to their donors. I think that would be awesome. Do you have any opinions on Kat? I don't know if I know how to pronounce her last name. I don't know her, except that she ran against somebody who's like 80 plus. So that's good. As you might have just heard, my opinion is on term limits. Atrioc is ageist. I think I am becoming ageist. I know that my chat always calls me old, so I shouldn't be, but I think I have been becoming ageist with, I think the more I am thinking about having kids and feeling like a true adult, the more I hate all these really old people who grew up in the 1940s and 50s dictating the country I live in. The more I'm like, just fucking give it up. Let go of the fucking reins. They're living longer. It's fucked. Yeah, they're just, I mean, it's just, I don't know. We're in the last gasp of it, clearly, but it's annoying. This bill is like just an exemplification of it. This bill is so the exact opposite of what America has to work on right now. It's like, but we can't do anything about it because they have this last gasp of control. I would like us to start working on the problems. Yeah, the tax break. I mean, even the Social Security tax break is so silly because, like I said, if you were somebody who's like low income collecting Social Security, you already didn't pay taxes on it. So it really is just a tax break for like upper middle class old people who are collecting Social Security, which is like the exact, like this is not the people in trouble. That's the people who vote, but that's not the people in trouble. That's not the people who need, it's just a fucked handout. It's like a fucked way to redistribute. It's not even tax money, it's just borrowed money. You know, we're just putting it on the credit card for everyone else to deal with so that they can, I don't know. I think it's fucked. So I have become quite anti-old. I'm generally supportive of the younger candidate, like at all times now, barring extreme circumstances, because I just don't think I don't think we can make progress till we get it out of their hands. Oh, is it 9 o'clock? I think we'll watch Smallville then. I think we'll watch Smallville. I did say I would watch it. I think that we will watch Smallville. Yeah, let's watch Smallville. Would you buy Luther Core stocks? Fuck yeah, dude. He has the gumption to send his son to Smallville and hide him because he's bald. That's a good CEO. That's a man who knows how to increase shareholder value. He also lied to his son about a secret fucking... I mean, he's using kryptonite rocks to make corn grow faster. This is a guy who cares about squeezing dollar bills. I respect it. Honestly, the person I'm not respecting is Lex. His father, Lionel, that's a fucking CEO. Anyway, Smallville nights are back, baby. Let's celebrate America by going to America's least Canadian town, Smallville, Kansas. And let's pull open. Someone said buy the season in HD. We're not watching a 2000s show in HD fucking 4K, looks like an Apple fucking TV show, too real looking, fake ass. We're going to watch it in fucking 480p like it was God's intended. Okay? It looks good. It has a certain cinema crispness. Or the opposite. Whatever. I don't know what to call it. All I know is it looks right. It looks like it belongs. An authenticity. Yeah, exactly. Are you trying to fuck with that? Content. We need to watch it on our CRT. If I could, I would. If I could teleport all my viewers into a single room and watch it on a big ass Sony Trinitron, that's what I would do. But unfortunately, they haven't invented that. Tell him, Atrioc. Tell him. Gasp. Okay. Dude, where is it? Oh, I get so annoyed. I get so annoyed with this system because I go to purchase shows and it doesn't show up. Oh, there we go. All right, what was our last episode? Was it Shimmer? No, we watched Hug. So we're on season 1, Episode 12, airing February 12th, 2002. The number one song when this episode aired was still Usher, which it has been for like the whole fucking... No, wait, it wasn't. It actually was different. It was this song. The number one movie, though, was a little more masculine. I don't remember this movie at all, but apparently this is the number one movie at this time in 2002.
The Wolf has been linked to more than a dozen bombings in the last decade.
What's the damage?
24 injured, 9 dead, a nurse and her little boy.
We have a civilian who says he saw the wolf.
Did you get a good look at him?
I talked to him.
The wolf is back in Colombia, but you cannot take the law into your own hands.
Thanks for your advice.
From the jungles of Colombia
What do you think of this place? Don't even look at those guys unless you can kill them.
to the streets of Washington.
We're pursuing leads as to his whereabouts.
Dude, this must have been greenlit 5 seconds after 9/11. A movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger kills a terrorist who does bombs in America. A brown terrorist. Arnold Schwarzenegger hunts him down and blows him up. Yeah, this is probably fucking insta green light.
Help me stop him.
No one can stop a killer except the man who knows his face.
No!
What's the difference between you and I?
The difference is, I'm just gonna kill you.
From the director of The Fugitive.